Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading. Fire signs are coming third this week because I did a poll on it and you guys came third. So I'm going, oh my God. I'm going to, as you can tell, I'm very tired and I can see that my video is starting to mess up a little bit and lag. So hope you guys don't see that and it's just my system. This is going to be your reading for the 8th to the 14th of May. So I'm going to dive straight into it and see what's going on for you guys, okay? For Leo, please, this week. All right. Immediately, I just really feel like if you guys are seeing a lot of synchronicities in terms of numbers, I do see that that's because a very big shift is coming. It does feel internal, all right? It does feel like some things to do with your goals might be changing also because you personally are changing. So it feels like your goals or what you're aligned to is also starting to change. And this does feel like it's for the better. So just pay attention to that if you're seeing 111 or 333 and tens because there is like I'm going to show you the card straight away just so that you guys understand what I'm saying. So this is your last card actually, but I feel the need to start with it. We have 4 and a 6, which goes to a 10, which is all about, completions of chapters and beginnings of new ones. Regeneration is exactly that. It's transformation. It's very Scorpio energy. So I'm pretty sure it's that lunar eclipse coming through and having some impact on you here, Leo. We then have in the middle of your reading, chaos and conflict, which is the 3 threes, okay, which is, I always read threes as being in alignment to something. I always say it's you and spirit working on something, all right? And it's the third thing is the product that you guys are coming to, the manifestation you guys are working with the universe to create and to dream into reality. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get my words out and it's not so good today. The chaos and conflict is really a card of kind of things changing on much more of a personal level, specifically to do with the things that you're aligned to just aren't aligning with you. So if you're finding that you're in conflict with people more often, that could be with friends, with family, with love interest, like it is a shift within you. So don't be surprised if you realize that you're outgrowing people. Don't be surprised if you realize that you just don't have the time of day or energy, should I say, for people. It's because what you are aligned to is changing, and it does feel like it's a very big step up, but you're in the kind of chaos and conflict period of where you might not really understand what's going on and why these things are happening. Like, why are things so chaotic? I thought I was manifesting. I thought things were going really good, and they are, but it's like a removal of things so that you can reach that other level. So it's kind of giving me very strong judgment energy, not gonna lie, and sorry if I'm playing with the mic. I find that it's better up to my mouth because some phones or devices don't pick up when I'm not holding it. So, and then your first card, because we're working backwards for some reason this week, is number 11, and this is by the book, which is kind of about like following the universe, not really taking this time to do anything dramatic, which is funny because you guys are Leos, but it's more in a case of kind of just see where things are taking you. It is a card saying to kind of go more a little bit with what works, so kind of going with the flow, or specifically going with the status quo is actually what this card does say in a book that it comes with. So in this case, I'm already seeing a new beginnings happening, but it's almost like maybe because they're taking you forward, don't start going backwards or don't start going different ways now because they're showing you something, they're leading you somewhere. And the more that you try to resist that, the more things are going to be a little bit more chaotic and conflicting. So just pay attention to that. And I don't know if I said already, but my camera is just being a little bit... It's Mercury retrograde, guys. Nothing really does, work properly around this time. So what can I say? So they kind of, and that makes much more sense because on the bottom of the deck you do have here and now, which is kind of saying that they're leading you towards some sort of opportunity where a door is going to open for you. It is something that you are aligning yourself to, so this is amazing, but we need to stay present. Again, not a good time to wander into your mental space. Be very present, be very grounded, be very aware of the things happening around you because you're going to really start to see deeper why something's happening. So instead of seeing it as I'm arguing with everybody and everyone seems to be having issues with me, or is it this shift that you've been manifesting? All right, just pay attention is one thing I really want to say for you guys, Leo, because things are really shifting and being taken somewhere, and it does mean that you have to let go of some old things. And that being said, oh my goodness, look at all these fives. We have the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which is that conflict. Five of Swords, all right, which is also that conflict. It's that kind of having to leave something, but it's exactly what I've been saying. Nine of Cups. You're gaining some self-satisfaction from this. You're gaining wish fulfillment from this. So you're having to release things. Some of you, again, if something didn't work out and you were rejected from something because there was, I don't know, it just might not have been the right thing. So now you're shifting or changing. But I am seeing some arguments coming up or may have already come up for you here, Leo. But again, Nine of Cups, you are going to be blessed. And it feels like it's just removing the people around you who, may gain from your blessings when they don't really deserve it, or they may not have the best intentions for you. So just pay attention to that. Can we clarify this Five of Swords? What is this about? Eight of Swords, Justice card. Now, Eight of Swords is a feeling of being stuck. All right. Justice here, being here as well. This kind of feels like things have been a little bit unfair, or maybe you didn't even realize that things were being very unfair and were very unbalanced. If you were dealing with any legal situations, all right, that were keeping you stuck, Five of Swords is not a very... You do have Nine of Cups, so wish fulfillment is happening for you, but with the Five of Swords gives me a defeated energy, so just pay attention to that, okay? Like, I do see you being blessed, but it may not be in the blessings that you thought they were going to be, given to you. So just pay attention to it. I keep saying pay attention to it. What I mean is just see. See as you go along the week. So justice, balance is being restored in your life. If you've been in this feeling of being trapped and feeling surrounded by the wrong kind of energies, which is what the Eight of Swords is about, feeling stuck in it, you are going to be given a solution. But the Eight of Swords usually does say we need to take the blindfold off now and realize that we're never stuck in one place. There is always a solution, there's always a way of doing something, even if it's hard, even if it's tough, even if it means letting go of something, even if it means letting go of a perspective, a way of viewing the world, a way of viewing yourself. It does feel like there's a major shift coming through that's stopping you from being stuck. This is what you wished for, but it is coming with some sort of defeated energy, okay? It kind of feels like it's that bittersweet coming through for you. Because you are going to get what you asked for. And I'm going to clarify the Nine of Cups. It does feel big. It does feel really good. But what you're having to let go of is something that you were stuck in. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. Could be with an earth sign, okay? Nine of Cups. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is coming through with the well, which is amazing because that's about like the world is your oyster. The well here is a very beautiful card in this specific deck, which I always forget what it's called. Ethereal Visions is an additional card, and it's all about kind of you have every new beginning possible in front of you. It's like you are limitless in what you can choose and achieve. So the Nine of Cups is saying that you've already maybe manifested this, you've already chosen whatever this is, and if not, the world is your oyster, choose whatever you like. It's like the universe is bringing you like the same, pick up anything and I'll pay for it kind of thing. So what you're having to let go of, Five of Swords is coming through with the King of Pentacles. So this could be just you trying to, pick up your finances, be more financially stable. So if you're surrounded by friends who are constantly trying to spend money and always inviting you out, you may have to let go of it. You may have to stop doing certain things. Five of Swords in this case may be that you're having to let go of something that you really wanted to attain something here. Or again, you could be releasing this King of Pentacles, which is an earth sign, okay, or someone who is very financially stable, very, maybe very grown up. I don't know what they mean by that. Yeah, you're the Three of Swords with that. And the Knight of Swords, clarify this. What is this energy? Three of Wands and Temperance. Okay, so when it comes down to the conflict, we have the Three of Swords. So there's a little bit of heartbreak coming through for you here, Leo. With the Knight of Swords, there could be some things that are said that are not, very nice, whether it's to you or to somebody else. But with the Three of Swords being here, it might be towards you. Knight of Swords is somebody saying something, just out of the sake of saying it. They know it's hurtful, or they're just not really thinking about it, and it is feeling like it's causing a bit of heartache. All right, it's very abrupt, it's very quick, and it's very, reckless, whether someone is intending to hurt you, which is very nasty, or whether someone's just not thinking before they speak and what they're saying is very hurtful, because it's coming through with this. So this feels like that Five of Swords. I think that it's really best to, you can deal with conflict however you like, because we have that Five of Wands here coming through on the bottom of the deck. I feel some tears for you here, Leo. So this does feel like this conflict is what's causing this heartache. But we do have the Three of Wands, which is about kind of waiting. All right, and Temperance. So maybe in the future there will be a chance to reconcile this. But, with Three of Wands and a Temperance, it's just saying take this time to balance yourself, because you are going to get what it is that you want. So again, some of you, it just may not be with the thing that you wanted it to be, but it's just not aligned to you. You can never miss something that is divinely yours. We just have to remind ourselves of that. What's actually happening, if you can see on the grand scheme of things, is that you're changing. You're starting to see the bigger picture here. You're starting to see things not as this black and white anymore. This kind of all or nothing thinking is changing from you here, Leo, and you're starting to become maybe more spiritual, or you're just becoming a little bit more awakened within yourself. You're changing. So I kind of feel like these things that are crumbling are happening for a reason. What's the odds that you're changing and now all of a sudden things are kind of falling apart? It's falling apart so that the right things can fall together, and that's what that Temperance is speaking about. Make sure you take some time out for healing. Make sure you are patient with this journey whilst the universe is kind of shifting things around you. But this is a very big regeneration coming up for you. And actually, one thing I didn't actually mention with this card is that sometimes something that may have been once very good for you and helped you to grow at some point, or was very helpful, it doesn't mean that it's helpful forever. With this regeneration card, you can see that the tree is absorbing what's in its surroundings. So now that the soil is spoiling or whatever is happening here, it might start to impact you, and it's the only reason why things get, you get taken away from things, or you get rejected from things, or things happen like this, It's because otherwise it would impact you. And because you're aligning to really higher things here, Leo, the universe can't have these things ruining things for you. Anyways. Anything else for Leo? You have the Eight of Cups and you have the Page of Wands. So for some of you, if you have been thinking about changing things up a little bit, things have not been emotionally fulfilling for you with the Eight of Cups, you know that something is no longer, feeding you in a good way. The Page of Wands is coming through as almost like an opportunity to leave a situation. But it seems to be coming through whilst you're either still in it, or it's kind of like you didn't expect. I don't know, it's like you start to feel like something's not serving you, and then bam, like this opportunity comes in that's something different. That means you get to leave something that you know is not good for you anymore. Does that make any sense? Because Page of Wands is an opportunity. It's actually some good news, and it's very optimistic. So because that's coming through with this card of like longing and, not belonging, longing for something more, you are going to go out and get it, and an opportunity is, presenting itself to you. And I think you guys are going to take it. Anything else for Leo, please, this week? Wow, you have some very powerful cards coming through for you. So you have Three of Cups, as that is really amazing for success, celebration. This is kind of celebrating with gratitude the small wins that are coming through for you. It's actually a really good card for a community. So if you have been finding yourself kind of, pulling away from certain people, it does feel like you're going to be surrounded by the right people after this. You then have the World card paired with the Artist, which is incredible. The World is about, again, ending of chapters, beginning of new ones. It's a new cycle, a new you. And the artist coming through is very similar to what we were saying of, being able to create that world into being. You're now aligning yourself to something you really, really dreamed of, desired, or if you haven't dreamed or desired it yet, this is an amazing time with the artist card to visualize it, to see it, and to step into it, okay? To act as if you're already there already. AKA do the things that you are saying, if you are picturing a new you, someone who may be more ambitious or whatever, then what does that person do on a daily basis? How can you do that now? What's their mindset? How do they deal with situations? Like, it's about becoming that with detail, and that's the way of really manifesting very quickly. But it feels like this new beginning is completely yours to create. As I said in the beginning with the well, it's kind of like it's completely entirely up to you how you want this new beginning to be. So pay attention to your subconscious. But it does feel very good because we then have judgment, which is that rising up, which is that truth, which is that clarity, which is that learning the lessons of everything you needed to know on this, chapter of your life. You're moving to the next. And the Ten of Pentacles is all about abundance. It is that, goal. It is that financial stability. It is that longevity, so if it's a home, if it's just a family life, if it's a relationship, if it's a career, very, very much long term and very rewarding for you. So, as I said before, things are falling apart so that better things can fall into place. All right, I'm going to pull you some tea leaf tarot and get you some messages for you. For Leo, please. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, the first card that's showing itself to me is the unsuccessful plans, which we did speak about already. All right, you then have lobster, okay, financial pinch. So some of you may be going a little bit in a dip with your finances, but it will get better, don't you worry. We have older woman coming through. Could be dealing with an older woman at this time. This could be a family member, okay, with a tree. You have tower, solid foundation, success with effort coming through, which is good. And I think we have here dog barking, so advice from friends. So this older woman could be the person giving you some advice. It could be somebody here who we might be having some unsuccessful plans with, but don't worry. Everything will be resolved. I can see that. You're going to get some very positive advice here that's going to help you. Okay, let's get you an animal spirit for the week. For Leo, please. I like that. This is a very sweet energy. We have the Otter Spirit, which says you are never alone. So even when you feel like it, and even when it feels like people are really going against you, or, things just are not working out the way that you want to when it comes down to community. All right, if you've just been feeling extra lonely, then this is just your message from Spirit saying that you're never alone. All right, there's always people who love you. And if people don't love you, then the energy that surrounds you and is within you does love you a lot. So just remember that. All right, angels, I love you guys. Leo, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I hope to see you guys next time.